Good morning, family. Welcome to Executing My Exodus Ministries Worship Wednesdays with your host, which is myself, Ashley D. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Listen, I know it is wet and rainy outside. If you're in Virginia, you know it is gloomy and it just kind of make you want to sleep today. But we still give God glory for allowing us to see another day that we never seen before. I don't want to keep you long. I just want to give you a few brief words of encouragement to get your Wednesday going as you continue to go throughout your day. You know, we are in the month of March. We are here in month 3 of 2024, and God has been good to us. And, you know, although most of us, and I'm quite sure 95 to about 99% of us started this year with prayer and fasting, but God placed that in my heart to bring that back, because we should never just, keep prayer and fasting to the beginning of the year, but we ought to pray and fast within the entire year, because there are some things that, we're going through. I don't know about you. If I could be transparent, I have been going through a lot of ups and downs within these past 2 months, and now we're in month 3, and sometimes you just got to go back to turning your plate down and really fasting and praying, walking away, doing away with some of the things that you like to do in order to get in his presence. And I know with the heaviness of everything that I've had to encounter the past 2 months, I know fasting and praying is the way to go, and I'm quite sure most of you can attest to the same thing. We were looking for 2024 to be a different year. There were so many things that we had planned to do and that we wanted to do, but unfortunately, it just seemed like it didn't go that way. It seems like the devil was literally standing at the door of 2024 and said, I don't know what they thought this was. I still got some tricks up my sleeve for them. And it seems like we are getting punched in our face left and right. The more we try to do the master's will, the more we try to do what God has called us to do, it just seems like the devil has really been on our rampage. So sometimes we got to go back to the basics. Sometimes we got to go back to fasting and praying. And so this month we are going to be talking about fasting and praying, turning our plate down and getting in the presence of the Lord. And so today on this Worship Wednesday, basically I just want to encourage you to continue to be in the posture of worship, especially in the season of fasting and praying. We're actually in Lent season. Lent started on Valentine's Day, and I don't know if some of you all actually started Lent on Valentine's Day, because I'm quite sure you had quite a bit of plans, but you all know in Lent season, we are serious about turning our plate down and getting in the presence of God, fasting from foods, fasting from the things that we like to do, and just begin to pray and begin to worship him. So on this Worship Wednesday, I want to encourage you to get back in the posture of worship. One of the things that I love about fasting and praying is my worship is even more authentic. It is even more free flowing, where I'm in the presence of God. It's just, I no longer feel the weights and the heaviness of everything that I'm going through when I get in a posture of worship, especially when I choose to fast and pray. So today, don't allow everything that you're dealing with to overwhelm you and to get you to a place where you want to hide under the rock. But now it is time for you to say, enough is enough. I am no longer going to live the way that I'm living right now. And I am going to fast and pray and seek his face. Get before the Lord and get in the posture of worship. I promise you it will give you the strength that you need to keep pressing forward. I don't know about you, when I'm coming across a lot of different things throughout my life, it almost put me in a place where I feel depleted. It almost put me in a place where I feel like I want to give up. But when I decide to push past those things, and get in the posture of worship, everything began to change. I began to feel so much strength. I began to feel so much joy. I began to feel so much powerful because the power of God dwells in me. So today we want to awaken that power. We want to awaken that strength. We want to awaken that drive to do the Master's will by getting in the posture of worshiping Him and fasting and praying. My worship for today is, I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. We exalt thee, we exalt thee, we exalt thee, oh Lord, we exalt thee, we exalt thee, we exalt thee, oh Lord, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. My prayer for you today is that you will continue to be in a posture of worship and choosing to fast and pray. I know it's heavy right now. I know you're ready to throw in the towel. I know that you even may be ready to give up, but don't give up yet. Start fasting and praying. Start getting yourself in a posture of worshiping Him and seeking His face. And I promise you, you would get the answers, you would get the strength, you would get the zeal to keep pressing forward along this Christian journey. So I hope something was said to encourage you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to Executing My Ex's Ministries Worship Wednesdays with your host, which is myself, Ashley D. I love you with the love of Christ, and I see you this coming Friday for Freedom Friday. God bless you.